The issues at the border do not stop at the border. The problems at border cities C trickle throughout the state. Alicia Barrera has been covering these stories and will join us today to give us a unique inside look at what's happening there.
And with summer break coming to an end, it is time to get the supplies ready for the new school year. We're going to share some special deals that you can take advantage of this month, plus how some parents are getting thrifty.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Tuesday. It is August 2nd. Now, we actually just came off my first Twitter Spaces.
Mine too.
It was very exciting.
Yes.
Where we talked about return to class. We talked about not only how difficult it is for parents to get their students ready, but also how expensive it is now with inflation.
Yeah, it really adds up, and especially for those older grades that they need more, like, you know, the technology. They need a laptop. They need all this stuff for school. So good luck to the parents out there, and a reminder, tax-free weekend this coming weekend.
That's right. All right. Taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 8:59, 81 degrees out. So yesterday, Steph, after the show, did you make it out and about?
I did.
Good for you.
I enjoyed the sunshine out there, you know, the nice triple digits that we got to.
I love the positive views. I really do. We have less cloud cover this morning, guys, than we've had the last couple of days. So that does not bode well for temperatures this afternoon. It's going to be another triple digit day. That much we're sure of. Triple digit count, we're at 52 days now. We're closing in on those records, and we'll be there soon enough. 101, the forecast high, or actually 102, I think, by 5 o'clock. Southerly winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. It's going to be a mostly sunny day for most of us. And as we look at the forecast heat index, this is not the air temperature, but the forecast heat index this afternoon. When you factor in the humidity, it'll feel like 103 here in San Antonio, 105 Castroville, Seguin 105, Gonzales 106. So I know we're used to it by now, this heat, but you still got to keep in mind this is kind of dangerous territory, so be extra careful if you're going to be out there. Here's the good news. We do have some rain chances and some slightly cooler temperatures by Friday and Saturday. We're going to talk more about that forecast. Plus, you've seen on the TransGuide cameras this extreme fire danger. We're going to look into that, see what the wildfire danger looks like here around South Texas. More on that in just a bit, but we got to get over to Stephen now. Looks like we've got a big issue out there, Stephen.
Yeah, 35 at Evans. Justin, let's get a look at TransGuide. Not looking pretty. Unfortunately, we are reporting a crash in this area. The southbound lanes, as we get a wider look from the camera there, you can see they are empty right now. We're only seeing first responders, and that is because, again, crash reported in that area leading to major backup. So we want to remind drivers, if you're heading southbound of New Braunfels, you're going to want to look for those alternative routes. I've been busy looking for some solutions as well, but let's just go ahead and talk about the problem first. We're seeing it there along the southbound lanes past Evans Road. TxDOT just posted a little while ago that highway is closed there, and you can see that buildup reflected on our map. But not just the southbound lanes, the northbound lanes as well are also seeing a pretty significant slowdown. So 35, we already know, is a very busy corridor because it serves as a gateway for drivers making their way to and from the Alamo City. So we have to watch it closely. Now, let's go ahead and talk about that solution here. If you are heading southbound, what you could do here is exit Schwab Road and take a right and at FM 482. What you'll do is just continue a little bit further down, and then you'll end up hitting FM 2252. You'll take a right there, then take a left at Old Nacogdoches Road. As we give you a wide look at the camera of the map there, you'll end up hitting 1604 over on the northeast side that way, because right now it looks like 35 is just going to be one of those areas you're going to want to avoid, especially in the southbound lanes. Just not looking good here, but we're going to continue to watch it closely, and hopefully before the show wraps, we'll have a better update. Max, stuff.
Thank you, Stephen. Top stories we're following today. San Antonio police still trying to figure out why a suspect allegedly shot and killed a man inside a Northside gym.
And this happened at the LA Fitness off of Loop 410 and Blanco Road, and police were able to arrest the man accused of shooting the victim, and they say this was a targeted attack. That suspect has been identified as 33-year-old Jesse McWilliams.
Now, police say McWilliams walked up behind the victim as that victim was working out. They say McWilliams shot the victim in the back of the head. Now, that victim not yet identified, but we do know he was 34 years old.
Now, Hondo City Council made a big decision last night, voting to revoke the rental agreement with the Friends of NRA. Now, this move makes it so their planned fundraising event on Saturday cannot be held in the Fair Hall, which is a city-run facility.
Families of victims killed inside Robb Elementary in Uvalde, they were actually at the meeting. They were calling on the council to make the decision. After the announcement came, those parents said this was the most compassionate decision made for the families who are still grieving. But not everyone's celebrating the decision, including several friends of NRA members who spoke in favor of their event. Now, the mayor of Hondo said the city reserves the right to revoke the rental agreement if it is in the best interest of the city.
And several questions about the law enforcement response to the deadly shooting at Robb Elementary has sparked more than a dozen media outlets to file a lawsuit against the Texas Department of Public Safety over records that they refuse to release. Now, KSAT is among those who have filed a lawsuit.
DPS says they cannot release any records citing a pending investigation, but that appears to contradict what the agency selectively disclosed through public testimony, third-party analyses, and news reports. News outlets argue that there is no ongoing criminal investigation since the deceased shooter acted alone. Uvalde County District Attorney Christina Busby has acknowledged that she is not conducting any criminal investigation.
And happening today, a city meeting in Uvalde over planning a memorial for the victims of Robb Elementary. We know the school board has said the school building will be demolished. And now this special committee will begin discussions on the creation of a memorial somewhere in Uvalde to honor and remember the victims.
That meeting set to start at noon. We're going to have a crew in Uvalde covering it. You can find the latest on air and online at KSAT.com throughout the day.
San Antonio City Council will also be having a special meeting today to vote on a resolution in support of individuals' right to health care. Though it would not legalize abortion in San Antonio, the resolution is meant to show support for women seeking the procedure. This meeting is expected to begin at 1 p.m. and we're going to have coverage on our later newscasts on KSAT and on KSAT.com.
In your morning headlines, fortunately, a convenience store owner conveniently packing his own weapon. And thanks to the sun, your GPS may show you have not arrived.
Plus, some neighbors can barely stand the intrusions. Okay, David Sears is here to explain all of this.
Did we give that away?
I think the Bears,
Bear, yeah.
the Bears common theme on the 9 a.m. I love it.
So you got some bears coming. All right, we'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's start with this. Take it to L.A. Robber with a long gun busts through the front door. There's the store owner in the back, and the store owner is ready for that robber because he had a shotgun behind the counter, pulls it out and shoots at the robber, and there he goes at the front door, actually hit him in the arm. And so that got it all started. Another camera outside caught the armed man and three other guys getting into a BMW. One guy almost got left behind. They all took off. The owner, 80-year-old Craig Cope, he kept his eye on the camera to make sure that they left. The bad news, Cope suffered a heart attack after all that excitement, but the good news is he's going to make a full recovery. Cope had just installed some high-def security cameras that helped employee Martini Tapia. Very thankful.
I'm proud to call him my boss. He makes us feel better about being here, you know.
Yeah, according to the Riverside County Sheriff, all four suspects showed up at a hospital. Three got arrested. The fourth is still there, recovering from that gunshot wound, but he'll live. Sheriff said the alleged robber's vehicle was stolen. They also had a stash of stolen firearms. Four guys are charged with robbery and conspiracy. They'll be held on $500,000 bond. Always be prepared.
That was terrifying.
It's scary.
Can you imagine?
I hope he's okay.
But the employee that we heard from right there,
Yes.
she was saying that the sheriff told them to be prepared because there's been an uptick in convenience store robberies in their neighborhood.
And
So
he was prepared.
he was ready to go.
Well, not only, I mean, you can be prepared, but, you got to speak to his, just thinking to act as well, so that's very
and
scary.
The fact that he put those high-def cameras in there,
Yes.
not too long before that happened. So, and those things are really sharp. So, robbers are going to have to pay attention because
he's ready.
Their face recognition is getting better.
Yeah,
So,
we just hope he's okay.
yeah, he's doing good apparently. All right, the sun not just cranking out the heat these days. According to scientists, it is getting more active than usual, and that could cause some serious problems. NASA scientists are telling us the solar cycle has not peaked yet, but there's already a lot more going on than they expected. They say to get ready for more solar flares, solar eruptions, and that could be bad. They can mess with radio communications, navigation signals, and electric power grids like we need that. The flares and eruptions could also increase risks for spaceships and astronauts. They could mess up GPS signals. Now everybody's going to get lost. And believe it or not, They could affect the health of airplane passengers and crew. NASA scientists predict the flares and eruptions will continue to increase all the way into 2025. So get ready. All right, you ever had one of those neighbors that just kind of shows up all the time, uninvited, but comes in your house and makes himself at home? But Bill Priest has that problem at his home in West Hartford, Connecticut, only the neighbor is a bear. First time the bear showed up was in Priest's garage going through the fridge. Next time, Bill found the bear in his house.
Because I came in through that door, and I got to that doorway, and he was right there. Well, he did startle me. That was probably the one time I was scared. When he had everything on the floor in there, eating.
Yeah, the bear spent some time in the kitchen enjoying some snacks. He helped himself to a bag of marshmallows and some other tasty treats. You see how he didn't clean up after himself, though. Bill finally got him to leave out the front door, but the next day, the bear was back. He tried to get through that same front door, couldn't, so he went around back, ripped up the screen, and then tried to get through the back door. Bill called the bear authorities. They will set some traps. The bait? Donuts. If he comes back around, they're going to sedate him, tag him, and then probably take him deep into the woods with some donuts. How about that? And finally, another neighbor looking to visit the neighbors. This one came right up to the front door, caught him on a ring camera. Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Hello? I don't know if he delivered a package or what. The bear walked away, a little agitated. Nobody answered the door. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. This happened in Greenville, South Carolina. Apparently, a bear ended up with some bird feed. Naturally, this was all over the internet. That means lots of comments. The best joke, someone said the bear was actually delivering food. Uber Eats.
Bear eats.
Bear Eats.
Nice. Well done.
Like that.
That's
Like
cute.
that.
I don't know how I'd react if I walked downstairs to the kitchen and just saw a bear eating the marshmallows.
I'd be upset that he's eating all the marshmallows. We got to do something for the kids because, you know, we got some s'mores we got to make. Don't eat them all.
Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't know that they were a fan of marshmallows or donuts.
Or donuts. Yeah, apparently donuts are the bear trap.
Now we know.
So, you know, yeah. But, you know, you can share the s'mores.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Graham crackers. And
Well, if you have a bear in my house, they can take whatever they want. I'm like, it's okay.
all right. I wouldn't mess with you in your house, though.
David Sears, thank you. Time now, 9:10, 82 degrees out.
And we have those August deals to tell you about. And with inflation right now, how some parents are stretching their dollar to get their kids ready to go back to school.
And we are live at Medina Valley High School. After the break, Tiffany Huertas giving us a behind-the-scenes inside look at the Junior ROTC Summer Camp. We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. A summer camp at Medina Valley High School is helping students sharpen their leadership and their communication skills.
Students part of the Junior ROTC are participating in a summer basic training camp this week where they are also learning about teamwork.
Tiffany Huertas joining us live from Medina Valley High School with more. Tiffany, how many students are taking part?
Good morning, Max and Stephanie. There's a lot of energy. Right now it got quiet, but there's been a lot of energy this morning. About 34 freshmen are part of this summer camp. Just check it out this morning. They're running different drills, but we have more than 200 students part of the JROTC program here at the school. To talk more about this, we have instructor Lee Conrad. Talk to us about the growth. Good morning.
Good morning. So as you know, San Antonio is a growing area. Castroville is a direct reflection of that. And our program is a direct reflection of that. We went from 46 kids, 8 years ago to 217 cadets in our program now.
Talk to us about this summer camp. What is it all about?
So this is their first, for our freshmen that are here today, this is their first taste of Medina Valley High School. We want to introduce them to the way that we do things. For us, that starts with physical training. Most of these kids have been sitting at home on the couch making TikToks. And so this is their way to break the mold and get off of the couch and come out and meet cadets like Jessica and Angel that you'll see today.
Yeah, and Jessica and Angel, talk to us about, you both were part of this summer camp your freshman year. How has this experience and part of JROTC been like?
It's been very thoughtful. It's taught me a lot of leadership skills, taught me organization and time management. When I first got here, I thought it was really interesting, made me want to keep going, and now I'm a corps commander, so obviously it was really fun to do.
Awesome.
I just enjoyed it because it showed me a sense of community, discipline. It just showed how to be responsible, but in a good way, not just like orders and all of that. It's just it's enjoyable.
And you're not the first in your family to be part of this program, right?
No, man, my tío, my aunt, my mom, and I think that's about it. There's another one I can't remember right now, but just quite a few.
For people that don't know too much about this program, how can you explain it to them?
It's a leadership, so it's not a military training course. We're here to teach you leadership skills, making you a better citizen for America. We're here to give you skills to try to go into the real world and help you find a real job or go to college, get you ready for all of that. We're here to make you feel like a family and all that.
And it's a lot of teamwork.
It is a lot of teamwork. Without each other, it would not be a core. It's not a I thing. It's a group effort. Like our staff, without all of them, it wouldn't be a thing. Like it's not just us, it's the whole group to get everyone together, doing all of that fun things.
Awesome. Well, we'll have more on this camp coming up on the noon show. Back to you guys.
That is awesome. Thank you, Tiffany. They were so well spoken and amazing stuff they're doing out there.
Yeah, they were very pumped up about it. I mean, they look like they organized everything.
I know.
They're on top of their game there.
Oh my goodness, they're lucky they're doing it this early too, because it's only 82 now. Just imagine if they were doing it a few hours.
Yes.
It's true. It's a good time to be doing it, and then, like you said, getting off the TikTok, going outside.
Getting outside. Well, it's still early before the triple digits.
Yes, we will see triple digits again today. I want to start though with the rainfall, because this is the rainfall since July 26th. You can see across the state, we just have a big area where we've had no rain. It has been just so incredibly dry. But you look across the rest of the country, and you can see where all the heavy rain has been, kind of right in this corridor right here. That's where we've had a stationary front. And boy, we got more heavy rain overnight, some more flooding rains across parts of Illinois. You're talking about 8 to 12 inches here in these areas in spots, especially across Kentucky, as we know, and this has caused so many issues. So you can kind of see the feast and famine here, where you get very heavy rain across the Midwest. Here in Texas, just not much at all. It has been now 293 days since we've seen 2 inches or more at the airport. Now, this is at the airport. Some places have seen a little bit more rain than that, but at the airport specifically, it's been 180 days since we've seen over an inch of rain in an event, and 35 days now since we've had over half an inch. Those are pretty astounding numbers. It has been a long time. We could use some rain. There is a little bit in the forecast. 82 degrees at the airport, 83 Stinson, 82 Kelly, 82 at Randolph. We've got southerly winds right now anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. Morning cloud cover, not really there. You remember the last few days we've had some pretty good morning clouds, not today. So we're already starting off mostly sunny, which means temperatures will jump up quicker. And right now we're at 83 Stinson, 81 Boulevardy, 80 in Comfort, 79 out in Bandera. Dew points are in the low 70s. These numbers fall off, but the heat index is still going to be there. 89 at 11 o'clock, 93 noontime. We're up around 100 by 3 o'clock. I think we go as high as 102 today with mostly sunny skies. And then it's slow to cool down this evening with a good southerly breeze. We mentioned the heat index. When you factor in the humidity, this is what I think it feels like around 5 o'clock. So this is your heat index number. 105 New Braunfels, 106 Canyon Lake, 105 San Marcos, 106 in Forestville. And I know we're used to this kind of heat, but we're starting to drift back in that territory where you really do have to be careful with numbers like this if you're going to be outside for any length of time. Rainfall, as we said, non-existent here across the state of Texas. We've got a couple showers across far east Texas, but that's it. New Orleans getting some good heavy rain this morning. And then we talked about some of those flooding rains across Illinois. Training, you just see these storms one after the other, and this is causing major flooding, around 8 inches of rain overnight across central Illinois. So they continue to get the rain up there. We just are not seeing it. Of course, it's the Ridge 5 pressure, which has been bringing us all this dry weather. When will it finally move? It moves a little bit midweek, but not in the right way. It moves closer to us, which means the heat comes up some. But it does shift a little bit further north as we get into Friday. And this allows a little disturbance to work around the bottom of it, and that gives us a 20% chance of rain. It gives us a little bit of lift. Still not a great chance, but I do think we'll see some pop-up downpours, and that'll be the case on Saturday too. So there is a little bit of hope here, and I think with added cloud cover, a little bit of rain, that drags temperatures down some. 103 Wednesday, that would tie a record. 103 Thursday would tie a record, but 99 Friday, 20% chance of rain. Same story on Saturday, and then we're back into the 100s Sunday and Monday. So it is inevitable now that we will set that record of most 100-degree days. We just need some rain. That's the bottom line.
All All right, hopefully soon.
Yes.
Thank you, Justin.
Yep.
Thank you, Justin. Just about 9:21, 82 degrees out.
And coming up next, some back-to-school shopping tips for parents and some other deals to take advantage of this month.
Good morning and welcome back. So we're already in August, but with a new month comes new deals in stores.
That's right. A lot of parents doing some back-to-school shopping right now, and it turns out you can find some pretty good deals this month on summer clothing, laptops, and more.
12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz tells us what top-rated programs are now on sale.
Goodbye beaches, hello backpacks, and some August deals. First up, back to school.
We're seeing plenty of discounts on everything your kids will need to head back to the classroom. That includes tech devices like laptops, tablets, and headphones, as well as clothing, backpacks, notebooks, and everything else you'll need.
Consumer Reports tracks prices on its top tested products to find the best time to buy. Kids need a new laptop? Right now, the Microsoft Surface Laptop Go is on sale for $390 at Amazon. That's $160 off. It has a touchscreen and comes with a fast, more efficient solid-state drive. Looking for something lighter? There are deals now on tablets. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 is now $565 at Amazon. You don't have to wait until September for Labor Day sales. Some start this month.
We tend to see discounts on big-ticket items like large appliances, mattresses, and other summer seasonal products.
Planning on a Labor Day cookout? The Kamado Joe Classic 2 18-inch grill is nearly $400 off at Amazon and Walmart. CR says it's the best Kamado-style grill they've tested. Finally, have a college apartment or dorm to clean? August is prime time for vacuum sales. The Shark Rotator Professional Liftaway is now $250 at Amazon and the Home Depot. And mark your calendar for this weekend. Beginning Friday, Texas shoppers pay no sales tax on most clothing, backpacks, and school supplies. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
And back-to-school shopping may not be as much fun as it used to be with inflation and higher prices limiting how much you can get. So some parents are getting thrifty. RJ Marcus went to a thrift store on the northwest side to show us how to get the most bang for your buck.
Patricia Hernandez is a Northside ISD teacher and mom. Today, she's visiting Thrift City in Leon Valley to shop for her daughter and herself.
I like to look for the best prices, but I feel that coming here, it's just so well worth it. For the money, for my gas time.
As students get set to start the school year, many families are struggling with the rising costs of back-to-school shopping. Hernandez says thrift shops are a good way to stretch your dollar.
I find it all at one place, and yes, it's a little used, but it's okay.
Definitely have some cute shoes.
Melissa Tulos works at Thrift City and says she's seen more families come in lately looking for a bargain.
A lot of clothing, a lot of shoes as well. Shoes have gotten very expensive as everything kind of has.
The National Retail Federation says families plan to spend an average of $864 on school items, about $15 more than last year. And spending has increased since the start of the pandemic as families send kids back to classrooms.
So we took a look at some of the back to school supplies here at Thrift City, and we want to start here with this binder that is $2 priced at. Check out this Hurley backpack that is $4 here at Thrift City, and this Super Mario Brothers youth backpack, which is $6. So all in all, these three items, 2 backpacks, a binder, $12 total.
Melissa says people should think about thrift. They could find great deals and quality items.
Anything that would be unusable or is a lower quality, we would not put out on the floor. Our goal is to put out usable, good items for people.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
That is so cool. I never would have thought.
To look, yeah, there's
because
new
obviously,
items there.
right?
Yeah,
obviously clothes and everything, but to actually get school supplies there.
Mm-hmm. You can do that, or like we were talking about earlier, I was telling Max that last school year, the end of last school year, I've never had a teacher return some unused school supplies. I'm like, hey, they're on the list this year, so we have our glue and our sticky notes at least.
There you go.
Good tip there too.
Time now 9:28, 82 degrees out.
And coming up, Alicia Beretta will join us after the break to tell us more about the border coverage that she's been on.
And headed to break, Steven is in the building, in the room. He's going to have the latest on what you see right here. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody, 9:31 is the time right now, and unfortunately, we do not have a good update here at 35 at Evans. Again, mentioned this earlier, major gateway to the San Antonio area if you are traveling in or from the Alamo City. We know a lot of folks tend to make their way in on 35 coming in from New Braunfels, but they're going to have some trouble this morning. You can see that we still have first responders and a good portion of 35 blocked off at this time due to a crash. Unfortunately, no information to report at this time, but as always, we hope everyone is okay. All right, let's take you to the map as we see that buildup reflected in both the north and southbound lanes. Where we see I-35 southbound, though, it past Evans Road is closed, according to TxDOT. But as I mentioned earlier, we don't just look at the problem, we look at the solution. So let's go ahead and talk about what you could do here, because it's still early enough to exit Schwab Road and take a right at take a left at F482. Pardon me. You'll continue on there. I've mapped it out for you. What you'll do is once you continue on to FM 482, you'll take a right at FM 2252. Then take a left at Old Nacogdoches Road. When you get that wider look of the map, you see that'll bring you to Loop 1604 over on the northeast side. So that is one of the routes that you could take. But if you're still at home, hopefully this scene will wrap up before you have to get out on the roadways. But we know plenty of drivers are still feeling the impact of this. We'll watch it closely. But as always, make sure you keep your eyes on the road as well. Max stuff.
Thank you, Stephen. The constant flow of undocumented immigrants has impacted communities far beyond the border, including Brooks County.
Brooks County is located more than an hour north of the border off of U.S. Highway 281. And while its large ranches and brushland help keep undocumented immigrants off the radar, it's also exactly what leads to so many deaths.
Lisa Betta joining us live in studio this morning. Now, Alicia, you recently spent several days in Brooks County along with Sal Salazar, photojournalist. So what was the most surprising thing that you guys learned?
Yeah, when we go into Brooks County Sheriff's Office, their conference room to start these interviews, the thing that took my breath away really was a bookcase full of the records of the dead bodies that they found, and they have more than a decade's worth of information there dating back from 2009, and you're talking about hundreds and if not thousands of bodies that have been found in the brush in different states of decomposition, and in some cases it can take them a few hours to find these bodies, days, and in some cases years, to where you just find skeletal remains. So that was one of the most shocking, and of course that this activity never stops. We did some overnight shooting, recording late into the night, and that was very eye-opening, because these cases, when you're talking about smuggling, it happens at any time of the day, and in your back roads, right? But also in the public eye. So even at rest stops is where you can find and witness some of these smuggling cases actually happen in real time.
And Alicia, in one of your stories, we're talking about the Brooks County Sheriff Benny Martinez stated that so far this year there have been 170 drivers arrested for human smuggling in his jurisdiction. And what happens to the people inside?
Yeah, so you're talking just about the drivers, right? But the people that actually are able to run, and they call these bailouts. Well, in some cases, you have one or two that are apprehended and then processed by Border Patrol, and then the others make a run for it, and that's what makes it so dangerous. You mentioned at the beginning how the brushland, they can hide in it, and it's good hiding spots because it's such dense areas of brush. But then exactly that's what makes it dangerous, because there aren't enough cell towers in this area of Brooks County, and when migrants are able to call, if they have a cell phone, it can take a long time for authorities to actually pinpoint an exact spot. If you do that here with your cell phone, it's easy because there are so many cell towers in that area. That's not possible.
Now, speaking of the danger, Brooks is known as Death Valley. In 2012, 128 bodies were found. Just last year, 119 bodies found. So far this year, 2022, what is the total? And are authorities already concerned?
They are definitely concerned. So when we were out there about a week and a half ago, it was 65 bodies. Yesterday, we got an update from Brooks County deputies, and they say that number is now 69. And because it's been so hot, and again, you talk about the terrain, it is so tough to navigate. You get lost very quickly within seconds. If you look down, then you can lose track of your group, right? And these smugglers will not wait for anyone. So they're absolutely concerned that these numbers, and they expect these numbers to go up. So already at 69, not very far from that 119 from last year. So it is a very serious situation that they're seeing out there in Brooks County. And this is one of the counties that has benefited from Operation Lone Star when it comes to funding. They've received more than $1 million, and they have invested in technology and vehicles to be able to drive through this terrain, and that permanent morgue where they're able to store these bodies as they get identified. And as of right now, they have 32 bodies in the morgue.
Wow. Yeah. Well, thank you for updating us,
Absolutely.
Alicia. And we look forward to your future stories as well.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks, Alicia. Time now, 9:37, 83 degrees out.
Taking a look outside with a live cam. Like Max said, we're 83 degrees, so things are climbing. Can we start in the 70s earlier, which was pretty comfortable considering.
It was nice for 2 hours, and then things starting to heat up. It's going to be a hot day. We know that. We're prepared for that at this point. But triple digits actually stretch from Texas all the way up the plains, so it's going to be a hot day all the way up to places like Omaha and Minneapolis, where they're expecting a high around 95. That's where the high is sort of transitioning to the middle part of the country, and we're expecting to be somewhere up around 102 this afternoon. As we look at the pollen count, molds are low. They're at 410, no big issues there. We don't expect any in the near future. Very quickly, let's check in on the aquifer. It dropped down to 631.3. It's in not so good shape. Keep in mind the August average is 657.9. So we're talking some 20 feet below average here. The 10-day average is 632.5. We're still in stage 2 watering though for SAWS customers. Stage 2, which is once a week watering on your day, 7 to 11 and 7 to 11. KSAT 12-hour forecast, 89 at 11 o'clock, 93 noontime. We're at 100 by 3 o'clock, 101 4 p.m., 102 your high temperature with southerly winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour with a few gusts higher than that. 98 by 7 o'clock, and we're down into the low 90s by 9 p.m. Again, as I said earlier, we're going to take a look at the fire danger for South Texas. That's coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. And advocates say transgender people are at higher risk of suicide. However, family support can make a positive impact on a trans person's mental health and possibly lower that risk. ABC's Morgan Norwood explains how you can support loved ones who come out to you as trans.
You don't have suicidality because someone's trans. You have suicidality because the way society treats transgender people.
Carly Webb is a phone operator at Trans Lifeline, a suicide hotline run by trans people for trans people. She hears the heartbreaking distress all day long, and it's why she says parental support and family acceptance is a big deal for the mental health of trans youth. Trans advocates say part of the problem is that society at large sees trans people as a threat. Skyler Baylor is the first openly trans NCAA D1 athlete. He says he's seen this firsthand.
A lot of people think that trans people are going to ruin whatever it is, whether that be sports, whether that be children's health care, whether that be schools and bathrooms.
So from your perspective, how can families best support trans youth?
The most important thing for families to do with trans youth is to listen to that trans youth.
25-year-old Elijah Ray has been sharing his transition with followers on social media, but he was nervous to come out as trans to his family.
I didn't want them to try to talk me out of it. And then maybe later in life, I'd be still living as a woman and identifying as a woman just for their happiness.
Elijah now has their support, but he had to educate his family about what it means to be trans. In a perfect world, he says he would have appreciated if loved ones did the educating for themselves.
I felt kind of like a big weight on my shoulders, I need to tell them the right, correct information.
Advocates say online resources like Lane Changer, which has courses for allies and families, are a great way for people to learn more on their own. In addition to self-educating, advocates say you can also show support by asking questions.
How can I help you? Where do I line up in this? What support do you need from me?
Being an advocate.
Be ready to put the armor on and get out there and slay some dragons, because there's going to be dragons that need to be slain in our schools, in our school boards, in our legislatures.
And most importantly, providing affirmation and love.
You don't have to understand everything, but you do need to provide affirmation and love to your kid when they say that to you.
And if you'd like to talk with someone who has lived experience supporting trans people, you can call the Trans Lifeline at 877-565-8860. Ask for the Family and Friends line. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Time now, 9:41, 83 degrees out.
You're watching GMSA at 9, and when we come back, how the Baylor County Clerk's Office is taking to the streets to meet residents' needs.
Good morning and welcome back. So the Baylor County Clerk's Office is trying to make it a little bit easier for residents by helping them avoid a trip to the courthouse.
The Records on the Run mobile unit is on the road and could be making a stop in your neighborhood.
Eric Hernandez breaks it down, gives us an inside look at the unit and explains what documents you can actually get.
Parking costs, the heat, and navigating around the courthouse downtown can be a lot for some. That is why the Baylor County Clerk's Office is bringing their staff to the community.
They can park, walk up, and get their services.
In 2019, County Clerk Lucy Clark and her staff launched the Records on the Run mobile unit. As the pandemic hit, the unit became even more of a necessity for so many residents.
Why not help the community from all areas and all angles of our community and make sure that we provide those services? It's free. We just pop up, come out, and make sure that you're able to do everything and anything you're able to do at the county clerk's office.
So what kind of documents can you get here at the mobile unit? Well, you could get anything from a marriage license as well as property records.
What I want to do is do a one-stop shop where you can just go get your information, get out, go back to work, and not lose money.
And the mobile unit stays busy with events scheduled every month around the county, as well as once a month on the weekends.
It's an amazing command unit. It's done what it's supposed to.
Erica Hernandez, KSAT 12 News.
And the Records on the Run mobile unit is out on the south side right now at the Pika Pika Plaza on Southeast Military Drive. They're going to be there till noon, so if you have time, you can still stop by.
That's right. On Thursday, the mobile unit will be on the northwest side at the Precinct 2 Constable's office on Gilboa Road near Bandera Road from 8 a.m. to noon. So you can find all of this information online at ksat.com as well as a list of services provided.
All right, it's time now. 9:46. We've been checking in since 4:30 this morning. Started out in the mid-70s, Justin. We're moving up quick. 83 already.
It's going to be a very quick transition today. I think we're probably in the 90s by lunchtime, into the triple digits by 3 o'clock. So just prepare yourself for that quick warm-up today. I want to take you out to the tropics, too. If you have any friends named Frank or Georgette, well, let them know. They got some storms named after them. These are quickly going away. This is the Pacific. So Tropical Storm Frank is moving into cooler waters. It'll weaken. Georgette, same story. So these didn't affect the land at all. As we look into the Atlantic, and we took a look yesterday, there's just not a lot there. We've got a couple of waves, but they don't look all that impressive, and they're pretty far south. So at the moment, there's still nothing that the Hurricane Center is flagging. And we still have some of that dust, although the concentrations aren't as bad as they were yesterday. The dust tends to keep tropical activity at bay. So when you have the dust out there, you're not going to see tropical storms developing, at least in the Atlantic. And so right now, it is still pretty quiet. We're looking to the Atlantic in the tropical season to get us some moisture in here. It always helps. Now, obviously, we don't want a hurricane here on the Texas coast, but if we can get at least just a tropical wave to move in, that would help us with our rain chances. And this is the typical development when we're looking at the month of August, where we would see things develop if they were going to. And it's typically along the Lesser Antilles. This is where the highest probability is. But you can get stuff developing in the Gulf still and across the Caribbean. And a lot of times you'll see storms that'll bend north and go back northeast across the Atlantic. We'll see. So far, again, nothing there. Fire danger. I wanted to mention this. As we look at the fire danger for today, it's still pretty high here around San Antonio. So this yellow color represents high fire danger. The orange color is very high. So up around Austin, Waco, that's where the fire danger is there with some gusty winds. Thankfully, we still have some humidity, so that always helps. But as things get drier, as we get into the fall, you're going to see these fire dangers probably creep up even more. Obviously, the lack of rainfall has just been really, really bad. So we go outside for you. 82 degrees at the airport, mostly sunny. Dew point is at 70, feels like 86. 81 Kerrville, 83 New Braunfels, 86 Gonzales, 84 in Cotulla, and the low 80s here around Bexar County at this hour. And as I mentioned, those temperatures are rising quickly. By this afternoon, air temperatures will be around 101, 102, but the heat index, and this is what we're looking at here, the feels like number is going to be close to 103 here in San Antonio, 103 Elmendorf, 106 in Forestville. So we're starting to creep up into that danger territory. You got to be careful with temperatures like this. 93 noontime, 98 2 o'clock, 100 3 o'clock, 101 4 o'clock, 102 the high temperature today, and the evenings will still be very toasty with temperatures in the 90s. Satellite picture shows we do not have much cloud cover this morning. The morning clouds just weren't there. So with mostly sunny skies, that's why temperatures are jumping up leaps and bounds here. The satellite and radar shows that we do have quite a bit of rain out near New Orleans. And that's where there could be some flooding, but there's just not much here across Texas. And high pressure is the reason for that. Still very much in control of our weather. And it does shift a little bit further east. So that's why we're going to see that big time heat in the plains today, tomorrow. There's a little disturbance, though, and you saw the rain around New Orleans that swings west into Texas. This gives us a 20% chance of rain on Friday and Saturday. It's still going to be isolated, hit or miss type stuff, not widespread, but at least we do have some chances in there as this moves through. And then after that, we return back to the triple digits. So this is how I think it plays out. 103 Wednesday, 103 Thursday. Some record challenging heat. 99 both Friday and Saturday with that small chance for some afternoon showers and storms. And then back to the heat Sunday and Monday, or at least the triple digits, guys.
Back to the heat.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. So through the morning, we've been talking about back to school, return to class, and also higher prices. We're all dealing with inflation. Well, after a waiver for free breakfast and lunch at school provided by the U.S. Department of Agriculture expired, well, some parents now having to get creative, having to think of new ways to pay for their child's meals.
Well, despite the waiver expiring, families can still apply on their own to see if their child is eligible for the National School Lunch and School Breakfast programs.
So right now, KSAT.com, we have the links to school districts in and around San Antonio. Should be enough for all the parents to learn more about applying for this free breakfast and lunch program. You can also check to see if your child's school qualifies for campus-wide free meals. Now, each district has a number of schools that qualify.
If you're a child, a part of SAISD or Southside ISD, you don't have to worry about this because every school in those districts will qualify for free meals.
So depending on age and school district, school breakfast can cost up to $40 a month and $70 a month for lunch. So there's a lot to look at. Go to KSAT.com, see if you qualify. Time now, 9:52, 84 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back with a traffic update here. Unfortunately, it's still looking pretty much the same at 35 at Evans. You can see that traffic is off on the Axis Road, but we do have a good portion there past Evans on 35 southbound that is closed off due to a crash. I did reach out to some of the law enforcement agencies around that area, particularly Schertz PD. Looks like our friends at TransGuide are also panning to show us that different view there. You can see where we do have first responders directing traffic off of that area. We'll watch it closely to have more updates, Justin.
Thanks, Stephen. We're going to be up around 102 today. Temperatures are already on their way up into the mid 80s. 103 Wednesday and Thursday. So some record challenging heat and some small rain chances Friday and Saturday.
All right. So if we do get this rain, speaking of rain, happy birthday!
Raining on us.
Happy birthday.
The confetti of rain.
The confetti's raining. Yeah.
We know our Mark is enjoying the weather right now because he said, I am leaving Texas to Colorado to enjoy some cool weather out there.
Did you see his post? He said it was 55 this morning. Where
Very nice.
Yeah, bragging a little.
Well, enjoy, Mark.
birthday.
You deserve it. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mark.